Hey guys, so as you saw last episode, turns out my block is no good. We sent the head away for further analysis. That came up no good as well. So I ended up with no engine parts whatsoever and we had to pick a new direction to head. I had a chat with Blake at AK Racing, big chat with Aaron from BOOSTDOC, and we've come up with a plan forward. So this episode, hang around, we're going to go through the whole plan, why we made the decisions we made, and the exciting path forward for the car. Thank you for having me up here. Good to have a chat about the car. For anyone who doesn't know, Aaron is the owner of the BOOSTDOC.
Thanks, guys.
How long have you been running BOOSTDOC for?
Officially, 2019, but I sort of started on the side when I was working my other job as a side gig for 3-4 years before that.
Yeah, okay. And you're primarily business, RBs?
RBs,
Yeah,
RBs, and RBs.
And that's why I'm here, right? You know,
Good to see you here. Let's dive into this. Let's have a bit of a look. So we had a bit of a plan what we're going to go for the car.
Yep.
Bit of a conversation. Okay, that lasted about a month.
Well, I'll remind you what it was. So we're talking 700-800 horsepower at the wheels.
Let's do that.
I love a revving RB, so I wanted 8.5, 9,000 RPM, and I wanted really good response out of the corner.
So you want to have your cake and you want to eat it. You're one of those guys. Okay, let's see if we can target that a little bit better.
100%.
What do we do? So I see these boxes. Let's have a chat about these guys first.
Okay, so what I did is I went and had a big chat with Dan from CMA, Car Mods Australia. Dan's a great guy, long-term friend, and he said he'd back me up and help me out as much as he could, which I really appreciate. Really good guys down there. And Dan heard what I wanted. We chatted with Aaron and came up with a list of parts we needed. We got some guys on board. As you can see, the Nitto boxes are here. We got the TurboSMART stuff here. So we had a chat with these guys and they come on board with the project, which I really appreciate.
Let's do some unboxing. I'm sure everyone loves a good unboxing.
No worries.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Which one do you want to pick, bud?
I've got these in the reverse order to build the suspense. So we'll kick off with box number 1.
What do we got? Oh, here we go. Giveaway number 1.
Yep.
You don't know what that is, do you?
I know, it's the gasket for the oil pump.
Very good boy.
And you're saying the importance of this Sine drive.
That spreads the load across more surface area. In the factory form, which we'll point out later, they only have 2 flat drives. They're very prone to cracking. And of course, when you add RPM or 2-step, rev limiter,
Yep.
money shifting, anything like that.
Well, once you're racing it.
Yeah, heat of the moment, things sometimes go a little awry. So this spreads the load across more face of the oil pump, and the gauge is in the back here. This goes on the crankshaft. It's nice, it comes included. You don't have to buy it as a separate part.
So the survivability of this, like this, is just way more, because I know if you're 9,000 RPM, do a shift, crack this, drop oil pressure. Doesn't matter how good the computer is and the sensors.
So even if you have really good computing power and a strategy to control oil pressure and turn the engine off if something fails, it's still turning at 9,000 RPM. And of course, they never fail at idle.
Still needs to spin down to 0.
It's still got to stop. So by then it turns everything to junk. This is a really good safety mechanism. It doesn't make it foolproof, but it's a very good piece of product, well engineered. Being included with the pump is a really good thing. We don't need to buy it as a separate part and then introduce it to the crank later in the machining process. Also coming with the seal and the gasket. Nice touch. Very, very good quality stuff.
Yeah, cool. Again, another one from Nitto. Check this out.
What do you got in here? Whoa, good stuff.
You
can have the honors this time.
Got the rods. Beautiful looking rod there.
Typical Nitto, very good quality stuff. Comes with the rod bolts. What I do like with these, they come with the bearings.
Yep.
Being a wide journal, they're a special Nitto item, which is pretty normal for them. That's good, comes included.
We'll have a chat about the wide journal in a sec.
We can crack into that in a minute. Nice piece of hardware.
Indeed.
That'll hit all the targets we're aiming for.
Okay, and the final box I have here from Nitto would be the Pistons. What do you got here, Aaron?
So we got all the ring pack, which is pretty common, under the foam, which we'll try and take it delicately because they like to just go scatter.
Yep.
Here's the money shot.
Look at them, they're beautiful.
Well engineered, high quality, forged. They're made by CP, branded by Nitto for their parts. I'm not going to go into all their differences, but they're made for Nitto and beautiful Nitto etching on the top. I see a nice set of heavy duty pins, which is good for the RPM that you're looking for.
Excellent.
Nice and shiny. I love it. We all love shiny parts. The downside is when you put them in an engine, you can't see them.
I know, all of this good stuff.
All this beautiful bling and it just disappears and you can't see it.
That's why you got to take photos on the journey.
Take lots of photos and some videos now and it looks great.
Yeah, no worries.
Bada bing.
What do you got there, Aaron?
Just a little baby.
So this is the
big dog.
This is the big dog of the build. Shall we?
Yeah, sure. Lift him up. I'll swap the box out.
Lift it out.
Leave the packaging in there.
Packaging stuck under my finger.
Don't drop it.
I will not be dropping it.
Put him on the mat.
Put him on the mat.
Yeah.
So what we have here is the 3.2 litre wide journal stroker. What a beautiful thing. I'm aiming for 800 horsepower, 8.5, 9,000 RPM. How are we looking?
You want like this from it, and it can deliver about this. More than capable to do everything you want. Basically tick every box down the list. Done.
That's going to be sick. Just one quick question.
Sure.
The wide journal.
Yeah, that was a really good trick on their part. So they've made the bearing surface wider. This spreads the load from the conrod across more surface area.
Yep.
Means we can apply a little bit more torque a little earlier in the RPM range.
Okay.
It can take more punishment.
So when it gets onto boost down at low RPM,
it'll pull. It won't overload the bearing.
Spread the load.
Spread the load. More surface area. So surface finish on this is really good. It's really nice and smooth. We could mirror polish this if we want to chase that last 1-2 horsepower. Right. It's got knife edged on the counterweight, which is really nice. So all the windage inside the crankcase, that just helps cut through that soup-like product. Again, saves a little bit of horsepower.
Well, it's drag, isn't it?
It's drag. It's all air drag. It's fluid drag. It's fluid dynamics. There's a whole world of people that deal with this kind of product.
Yep.
And this is one brilliant way to do that. And it's factory in the crank. Again, it just ticks so many boxes. It just makes life very, very easy, very simple.
It's an awesome piece of engineering.
It's well engineered, and it's going to do this much more than what you need. And even if you go silly later and put a bigger turbo on and go for more power, this will still not be an issue for you.
Going silly is on the cards for me.
Well, we're boys, and that's what we do.
Exactly.
You know, I've never had to want horsepower out of an engine. I've never had a guy go, look, I've got 800. Can I have 6? That doesn't happen. It's always a bigger turbo. It's always more horsepower. This will do everything you ever want to do.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the right choice.
And I'm taking it home.
So next up, we'll go to the TurboSmart gear.
What do you got here?
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah.
That's for you. Wastegate.
Yeah, baby. 50 mil. So that'll work well on the manifold. I love TurboSmart. I've been using them since like 99. I think they started in 97, somewhere around there. Great product, stainless steel housing. I'd like to ceramic coat the housing, ceramic coat the valve.
Let's do it.
Especially for the way you're going to use it. Typical TurboSmart, which I like, it comes with spare springs so we can monitor and regulate the boost.
So just set it up exactly right.
We can set it where we want and then control it with the ECU to set the boost targets we're needing. Depending on your ECU, we can do boost by gear. So certain gear doesn't have full power, it has like 3/4 power. Helps limit the power, wheel spin, those kinds of issues. More driver usable.
Yeah, good.
So you can pull out of tight corner and lean on it and not wheel spin.
And not have to be focused.
You not have to gingerly, you can focus on the corner and the corner speed and the exit speed and anything else that you've got to deal with.
And once we hit the straight, third gear.
Third gear, loads of boost. On fourth is full send.
Excellent.
Everyone loves full send, mate. So yeah, the gate is a great piece of hardware. It works. They work very well under stress, so the stress we're going to put it under. So that'll be a good feature to have sitting in the engine bay.
Awesome.
What have we got on this one? Complimentary speed sticker, which
I love those.
Might just go on my fridge. Oh, yes. You wanted this one. Blow-off valve. So where would you like to put this? Do you want to put it on the turbo side? We want to put it up near the plenum. We can put it in a few different places. Won't really matter. It's a nice piece of gear. Comes with the weld on, which is nice. Nipples, all the usual TurboSmart options.
Where should we put it?
Oh, look, there's a couple of schools of thought. Some of the pro builder stuff with the big boost stuff prefer it on the intercooler side, so it takes the thermal load away from the intercooler, so it dumps the hot before it gets to the intercooler.
Yeah, okay.
Other school of thought is to put up near the throttle body, so all the air mass is still moving towards the throttle body. So like in yours, where you want that quick response, the pressure's still there. People argue back and forth all day. I don't really see a huge difference either way, and some people will argue until they're blue in the face. I'm not too fussed. It'll be a case of where it can fit in the bay and be tidy with all the other plumbing and things you've got going on.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's keep going.
Box number 3.
Box number 3. It's like a fuel pressure regulator.
Ooh, this is the new one. Well done. So this comes with a bracket. If you want to hold that for a second.
Yep.
They gave us some brackets with the
gear. Yep.
With the gear. The other one will be for this bracket for this next part. So we'll plumb that in. New fuel pressure regulator. And that'll go with this little part as well. Complementary speed. We got lots of speed stickers. You're gonna need a bigger fridge, buddy. The oil pressure regulator. TurboSmart is saying when you add this to their product, the turbo, it gives you another 12 months warranty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you option that, I'm like, ooh, yes, please. It also comes with a filter and all the other cool things which you expect from them in there. You can also add a sensor or a gauge on there if you want to check oil pressure through the system.
So the idea is to keep that oil supply to the turbo.
You regulate the oil pressure to the turbo, therefore causes less turbo issues, particularly if you're high RPM. Say your engine might see 100 pound of oil pressure. We don't really want to see 100 pound oil pressure inside the turbo. It causes issues. This will correct that issue. Controls the system. You can put a sensor in there so the ECU can monitor that again. And if it sees an issue, and put a light on your dash. The ECU can also back of the engine back if there's a problem and it can see it. You will never see it if you're busy doing the driver thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is all part of the system package to look after the engine.
Awesome.
You can focus on tracks and corners and exit speeds, and the ECU can do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
That's a nice piece of gear. I like that. And of course, with complementary brackets for each individual part, we just got to find somewhere to mount them. And that will tie in with this box.
The big box.
The big dog.
Send it over.
And speed sticker.
Don't get enough stickers.
Can't have enough stickers. So I'll just take that out. You can lift it out. I'll take the box.
Thank you. There she is. Okay, so this turbo, 6870 was the final choice.
So with the conversation with TurboSmart, we went backwards and forwards between a 71mm compressor wheel and a 68, and we went forwards and backwards and forwards, and we chatted about it a bit, and we looked on the graph, we mapped it. We went the smaller option, mostly for the lower end boost response that you're looking for to pull out of the corners. The top end will be similar to the 71mm, but not quite the same. It's like 40, 50 horsepower.
And we did have that big talk with Ricky as well.
He was very, very helpful.
Yeah,
He's got a few of these running on a few different cars. His advice was to go this option, so here we are. Being TurboSmart, we've got beautiful stainless steel housing.
It's a beautiful looking turbo.
It's a split pulse, so we'll get a split pulse manifold from 6-boost to match it, and the gate will go on. So this will be a nice little package. It's going to work very, very well, and we'll get the ceramic coated to match all the other parts. Even though it's stainless, it'll just help control the thermal heat in the engine bay.
So we want to keep as much heat out of the engine bay.
We want to keep heat in the turbine and out of the engine bay, and that's one way we can help achieve that.
Yeah, perfect. So Aaron, I'm looking at this turbo. We've got a red label here. It says, removing oil inlet fitting will void warranty. What's that all about?
Yeah, it says, Paul, don't touch. No, really.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I won't even touch in this. In here is a little oil restrictor, which we need. Now, this is a ball bearing turbo. Journal bearings, you add a lot of oil because the oil does the cooling and the lubrication.
Yep.
And if you've got a journal, it balances the center mass with the oil going around it. You don't have that. You have ball bearings, and they only need like a mist of oil in there. Now, if you put 100-pound oil pressure from your engine in there and just non-good things happen, nothing good happens. So they put the restrictor in, and obviously we run it with this and this combined control the amount of oil going through it. So it's just got a light mist to keep the bearings lubricated.
So you basically got the exact ideal amount of oil for this turbo, no matter what RPM, whatever I'm doing.
No matter what RPM, if it goes at idle, it goes to 11,000 revs or whatever, it doesn't matter. This is all controlled as a separate system.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, don't take that out. You'll avoid your warranty.
Yep.
And as I said earlier, adding this to the system, TurboSmart said it adds another 12 months of warranty to the turbocharger.
We've had a few conversations about what you want to do with the head. I managed to source this one. Luckily, a good mate of mine, Sean, had this head. He said it was untouched. Sold it to me for a good price. Thanks, Shawnee. He said it's looking pretty good.
So I've just stripped all the bolts down. There's no broken studs, which is really good for used. The sticker mark is still here, so on the twin cam heads.
Yep.
That part of the head overhangs the block, and on the 26s there's typically a sticker there. We can see the remnants of that.
And Nissan put that on there.
Nissan put on there when they build the engine. It's part of their process of building, which means it hasn't been decked. So for us, we've got a good starting point. So there's no breaks, no broken studs, nothing's cracked. All the threads look nice and tidy. It's stock ports.
Yep.
No one's been in there and done things we don't like. This side, everything looks fine. All the journals are nice. The front turf got a few little light marks, which is really nothing, especially considering it's used.
What causes that?
There's a few different causes. Tight belt is typically number one, especially on the exhaust side.
So it puts a
fair bit of preload on the front cam bearing. You don't typically see the back having the same kind of issue unless it's an oil issue. Yeah. A bit of junk in the oil, from long service life. Because don't forget, this is probably done 100,000 Ks or something, and someone might have missed a service. So that's pretty good, especially for used. Stock ports is really cool to see. On this side, which is the end of the story for a lot of heads, is the chambers, the quench pads aren't chewed up and all marred, and there's no broken electrodes from spark plug poor tuning or anything like that. The valves will look nice and tidy.
Yeah,
we'll send this off to get checked. So we'll chemical clean it. We'll do crack tests. We'll do straightness testing. A whole barrage of things to make sure it is what we need before we start any money on porting and all the other things that we do. It may get slightly bigger valves. We're not sure yet. It's in that RPM window where +1 mil valve gives a bit more top end power. It'll make it a bit soggier on the bottom end, like coming out of turn 2 and turn 6, those kind of things where you'll be sort of waiting for the power. So we may just leave it at the single size, like at the stock size. That's a Jake problem. Kick that problem to him and let him crunch his numbers and work out what he does.
So that's Jake Bain.
Jake Bain from Bain Racing. I love his work. He does fantastic stuff, especially for this where response is a big issue, particularly low in the RPM. They can be in like third gear, pulling out of a corner, it'll actually dig. It'll dig hard. It'll be like pulling a pin on a hand grenade sitting on it. This thing is going to be fun. Dib second drive, please. This will be great. So from where this is, even though it's all dirty, it's showing all the good signs. I'm liking this.
Awesome.
So part of the package for you will add splash plates. So the long splash plates cover the whole camshaft and drive the oil back down into the head. So I essentially treat it on a few levels. We've got oil in the rocker covers, which is obviously bad. It goes out in the catch can and no one likes that.
No.
This will take all the oil and fling off the camshaft and drive it down into the head. The oil off the springs and buckets and stuff will drive down. Once we get down on the floor of the head, which is ideal, it'll drain back through the block. While blow-by is essentially a ring and a bore issue, we can treat the oil up the top here with these and help drive it all down. And obviously you've got my prototype 1 billet separators that go in the covers, in your factory covers.
Yep.
They're also self-draining. So after a boost event or off a couple of hot laps, they will dribble back into the head and drain around this. So we're doing everything to drive the oil down inside the head. So you can stay on full power and not have an oil catch can problem and oil over the engine bay issue, which a lot of time attack cars tend to suffer, especially in the RBs with limited draining.
Oh man, I see that in the pits heaps.
Yeah, it's a big issue. It's nothing new. Like we've seen it many years. And of course, you're going to run 25, 30 pounds of boost, maybe a bit higher, depending on how we go on the power level on the day, depending on your track and tire temps and those kind of things. We can move the boost and the power curve around accordingly. This will help prevent that. So I'm not worried about oil and catch cans.
Not coming back every session and glub, glub,
Yeah,
glub,
that's
glub,
not fun. Nobody likes that. Let's treat this and stop those issues.
Yeah.
So there's several other things we'll do with this through the build. This is one of the parts that help achieve that.
Yeah, you can't solve it with just one component, can you?
No,
It's the build.
So ring gap is an issue, and the more boost we have, the more ring gap we need, which is counterintuitive with what we're trying to achieve. So you add 30 pounds of boost, we need more ring gap, which is going to create more blow-by, which is more oil in the catch can. You can see how this snowballs.
Yeah.
And especially being a time attack engine. Like a drag engine can get away with it because it's only a few seconds and it's over and it shuts down. You're going to be lap after lap. It's an issue that compounds quickly if we're not careful. So we can treat several different products at once, like the rear head drain, drill the oil drains out a little bit further. Lots of really small, subtle things all help drive the oil down into the block.
Yeah, awesome.
Means more full throttle action. Full send mode active.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's send it.
So I hear you've been building some funky stuff, and this product you've got here is about to be launched.
This is actually your old head and old block.
Very handy.
Yeah, it's coming very handy. So this is turbo kit for a guy in Brisbane. So very similar to what you'll actually have. Same sort of gate placement. Very similar size turbo. 6 boost is normal for me. Love his product. So I've gone for an all new speed flow hose. It's all crimped, so we can see down here, it's all crimped.
Oh, nice.
Very high quality. It's PVC coated, and then here near the hot product part of the product, I've got the fire sleeve on, and I've joined the coolant and the oil feed into one hose to just keep it a little bit tighter in the plumbing.
Okay.
It always gets a bit messy under there with all the hoses and all the things. Reaches across. Now on the 26, it's a little bit harder. Some guys prefer to run the hose around the front timing cover. If you remember, there's 2 little holes in, has a hose and go down the front.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of that. I actually like to shove the hose down through here behind the timing cover.
Okay.
So I haven't actually implemented that hose on this particular model here yet. It'll come very soon. And some of the 25s have the hose around the back. While trying to make this a universal one fits all, it's not quite there yet.
Yep.
The 3 hoses on this side are really, really easy, and yours will look very, very similar, if not the same.
Oh, it looks really neat.
Very high quality, all Australian product. It's all great. It's actually, this is all Australian. It's fantastic.
Yeah, man, I want as much local content.
Queensland, Australian. Yeah, it's great. And again, it'll give you a long service life, particularly in the environment you're going to ask it, which we'll probably do on yours as well as the EGTs.
Yes, for sure.
So we can monitor each cylinder, keep track of everything, keep everything on point.
The more data, the better, at the end of the day.
It's pretty much impossible to have too much data on these, especially with the power envelope that you're looking for and the repeatability. And we'll break into some other things once we get into them and get a bit further down the build. We'll look at some other products, the camshafts, all the other cool stuff we've got coming for it.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, guys, so I've had a big chat here with Aaron about the future of the car. As we said, it's going to be 3.2 litre wide journal RB2630 engine. It's going to be insane. The good guys at Nitto, TurboSmart have come on board to help us out. Hit up Dan at CMA, Car Mods Australia. He was really good at getting me to the right people to talk to them about what we were doing. And next time we come up and see Aaron, it's going to be when all the machining stuff comes back, all that work's done, and he's just about to put the engine together, and we'll go through the stuff he's going to do. And
that'll be fun. So we've got a lot of spinning wheels, a lot of people involved, a lot of different businesses and crew that have got to do what they need to do. It all takes time, so we'll try and put the rush on this where it's applicable, get it where it needs to be, and do what we need to do.
Awesome.
Get to the next video before we blink too many times, because it goes quickly.
Thank you.
Welcome.